You're listening to an archived Cabral Concept podcast. After listening to this show, check out the most up-to-date podcasts available at stephencabral.com/podcasts or search directly on iTunes. And now, welcome to the Cabral Concept, where board-certified naturopath and integrative health practitioner Dr. Stephen Cabral shares how he was diagnosed at the age of 17 with a life-altering illness and given no hope for recovery. It was only after studying and traveling all over the world did he discover how to combine ancient Ayurvedic healing practices with state-of-the-art naturopathic and functional medicine to fully rebalance the body and re-energize it with life. It's time to discover how to get well, lose weight, and finally feel alive again. And now, here's your host, Dr. Stephen Cabral.
I'm Stephen Cabral, and today on our Training Thursday show, we're going to get into how your workout should actually balance out your life. Meaning, like, a lot of times we're thinking, well, we need to do this specific type of workout because it's what's going to help us lose weight. It's what's going to help us improve our overall health, our cardiovascular condition. It's going to help lower our cholesterol or balance out our immune system, whatever it might be. And to be honest, all of those things are great, but your workout isn't supposed to be that thing that gets you there. And I know that's going to sound kind of funny, especially since I started out my career in this great health industry by actually working with people when I was 18 years old as a personal trainer and helping them through this beginning of the transformation. And for me, personal training is the beginning, the foundation, really. I believe all health professionals should aspire to, meaning to get into that. And that's because through exercise, you understand that exercise is the catalyst to then saying, you know what, I should change my nutrition. You know what, I should start changing my mindset. I should get to bed a little bit earlier, because all of those things help you get better results out of your workout themselves. That's why, really, for the rest of my life, I will want to help people inside and outside of the gym to get them into, yes, better shape. I totally understand that part of it. There is that vanity perspective, which isn't necessarily a bad thing at all. You want to improve your body, which I totally believe, and this gets me to my philosophy, will improve your life. I honestly believe so many people, if they just start with improving their own body, their physique, how they look, that leads them to want to then follow a better nutrition plan. And then when they start to follow a better nutrition plan, they can truly see how nutrition and the foods they eat affect their overall health, meaning it affects their joint pain or swelling, it affects their sleep at night, it affects their mood, and of course it affects their weight on the scale. So all of these things, I personally believe are crucial, and that's why exercise really, if you're not exercising right now, don't do it for the body transformation, which I'm going to talk about right now. Do it for the fact that it makes everything else in your life better, and it gives you so much more interest in all of the other healthy aspects of your life. It's really difficult to go into an exercise or gym or work with a personal trainer, and that's one of the great things about working with a personal trainer is that you have an accountability coach. You don't want to make that investment with then also deciding, you know what, I'm going to get the most out of this. So I'm also going to then invest in eating good food, maybe some good nutritional supplements, and then again, it just goes from there, and it's your choice. But what I want to talk about right now is how your workout should balance out your life. And by that, I mean, you instinctively know, really deep down, if you think about it, you know what type of workout is going to best benefit you. And from that, I simply mean, is it a hard weight workout? Is it a hard boot camp? Is it a hard TRX, whatever it might be? Or is it more just overall wellness, kind of using weights to help strengthen your body, work on balance, fall prevention, strengthen your bones, all of those different things? Or do you need something a little lighter? Do you need to do some light cardio because you're just getting into it? Or maybe it's just walking. And I think at a basic level, we don't need to, not everyone's going to know the exact program design. I don't expect that because, again, even when we hire great personal trainers, meaning they have to be NASM certified, which is National Academy of Sports Medicine certified, or NSC or ACSM, these great certifications, and they've been doing it for a couple of years. Even when they first come to us, we're still teaching them the essentially design of how you create a program for a client, how to keep it balanced. So I don't expect the average person to know that. That's not their job. This is a personal trainer's job to know that. And again, we're just bringing it up a level. But what you should know is your level of intensity and what type of workout it should be. And I want to give some examples right now. And I think it's going to become really clear. Meaning, like, if you're just starting out with exercise, you really haven't done much before, you might even be a little timid, a little bit nervous about starting to exercise. So why not start with just walking? Meaning, you can do that. And if you can't for whatever reason, I understand this because I work in a functional medicine-based practice where I see people with debilitating bunions on their feet, with Achilles tendon-based issues. So you say, what can I do? And you could do an exercise bike, an upright bike. I honestly believe for most people, an upright bike that you can buy for like $200 or $300, make the investment online, you can get so much benefit out of that. Doing that for 20 to 30 minutes when you wake up, or even before bed if you don't do intervals, if you don't do something to really pump yourself up too much, if you're just doing it to get the blood flow, it can be something to get the body going. Now, do I love people doing it before bed? No, but I love people exercising. So it's kind of no excuses. We need to find the time. And we're not talking an hour. I'm talking 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So first start with walking. Most phones now come with a built-in app. I want you to get to 10,000 steps per day. But then after that, we have to choose a specific form of exercise because walking is not really exercise. I call it human movement, meaning like we're all humans. We're meant to move. And if we don't move, well, I don't even know if we're really human anymore. I don't know what we're turning into, but certainly not something that was born to move and exercise. So after that, you're going to potentially just want to do some lighter weight workouts. But now here's where you need to come to this crossroads. Instinctively, if you are exhausted, meaning like your body's totally worn out and you don't get a lot of sleep and you're stressed at work, and if you have young kids or you just maybe had I know this specifically because my youngest daughter just turned 2, so I can remember when she didn't sleep through the night, how, brutal that was, and you're just not getting a lot of sleep. Would that be the time to crank up your workouts and do a really hard workout 5 days a week? Absolutely not. Because what you're doing is you're depleting your body further and further every single day by not sleeping, by maybe not eating your best, by being stressed at work, and then by a really hard workout. A workout is great for your body unless it detracts from your overall health. And if you're just constantly pulling out without putting a lot of good stuff back in and replenishing and rebuilding, well, you're not doing your body a benefit. A lot of people think that they are, and I see these people doing sometimes twice a day workouts, or they're working out so hard, but they're waking up at 4 a.m. to do that hard workout, and they're going to bed at 10 or 11. Well, that's 5 or 6 hours of sleep. I don't believe that hard a workout, which is depleting your body even more, is going to be good for you. Now, in the short term, can it give you a little energy boost after doing it? Yes, because it's spiking your cortisol levels. It's getting you into that fight or flight based response. That doesn't mean it's good. It just means that you're whipping that tired horse, which is your body, and it will get up and run. It will get up and move, even if you whip it. And that's an analogy that I try to use with my clients. And it's a brutal analogy, but it's the truth. And so what I look for is this. When you get into a new exercise program, after you've gotten your walking in, or you want to get a little bit more into body transformation, a little bit more into your health, do 2 to 3 days a week of exercise resistance training. That means with weights, with bands, with dumbbells, with your own body weight, but you need to somehow do squats, deadlifts, lunges, step-ups to the best of your ability. Now, are you going to be an expert? Are you going to do heavy back squats with a little big barbell on your back? No, probably not. But you're going to ease into it. You're going to get into a good workout. And then for another 1 or 2 days, I want to see you doing cardio. Now, in the beginning, it could just be static cardio, 20, 30, 40 minutes, not killing yourself, just pushing yourself, getting the body sweating. Sweat is so important to get rid of some of those toxins and gets oxygen to your tissues. And then after that, of course, you can advance to intervals, meaning like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 60 seconds of pushing yourself really hard, followed by 2 to 3 times that in a period of rest. Now, there's Tabatas, there's all sorts of things like that, but they're more advanced, so don't start there, right? So also, one other thing I want you to keep in mind is this. Even for seasoned exercisers, there are a few days when you're just not feeling your best. Maybe you didn't get a lot of sleep that night because you had a lot of anxiety, you were stressed about a big report or whatever it might be that's due at work. Or for whatever reason, you just couldn't sleep the night before and you didn't eat that well and you're feeling a little tired the next day. Every workout does not have to be a personal best. Meaning that if you're not just feeling your best, you can still exercise, but take it down a notch that day. There's no need to further deplete the body. I'll talk in the future about whether you should work out when you're sick or whether you actually have a cold and what type of colds it might be okay with. But just keep in mind this, that if you're feeling a little bit more run down, don't run your body down even more by putting yourself through a grueling workout. That's what I want you to understand today, is that your workout truly should balance out your life. Now, there are more specific things. For example, I'll talk more about the specific illnesses that I had that really prevented me from doing really hard workouts. And that's how I learned a lot about this. But when you're dealing with an immune imbalance, real immune deficiency or dysfunction of the body that goes along with chronic fatigue, which is essentially, I'll give you the specific names in the future. But when you work out, when you actually push yourself to a really hard level, you turn on a part of the immune system which causes more inflammation, and you actually become more imbalanced. The next day, you actually come down with a cold or a sickness, or your whole body aches like you have the flu. And those are a little bit more intense. Now, if you're dealing with something like that, you should absolutely be meeting with a functional medicine doctor, getting a protocol to help balance back out your immune system so that truly your workouts can balance your life. But if you use my protocol right now, where you're doing 2 to 3 days a week of resistance training, this is for general population, and then you're doing another couple days for cardio, you're really at your best. Like, that is a great program you can follow for life, and you can then balance that as well with other fun things that you enjoy doing, like golf, or maybe doing some indoor rock climbing, or going, I don't know if anybody rollerblades anymore, but going rollerblading on the weekend, those types of things. You can actually do those, and those are a nice form of cardio-based exercise as well. But you can't forget those resistance-based training, even if it is just your own body weight, or with dumbbells, kettlebells, TRX, sandbag, dumbbell. There's all those great things to use. So keep that in mind. I'm going to keep it at that for today. And it was something to think about, meaning that you don't have to do the workout your friend does. You don't have to do the workout that you even read in a magazine. You need to do the workout that's right for you. And if you find a qualified personal trainer, they're going to be able to customize that for you to your exact needs. And that's why, I'll be honest, if you can find a good partner and workout partner or personal trainer in health, it's going to take you so far. I've really seen it for the last 20 years in both of my practices do remarkable things for clients. So much so that a lot of times people don't even need to come to see me because I can implement so much through their nutrition, their exercise, nutritional supplementation, just through their workout partner in those programs. So hopefully this helped today, and thank you again for once again tuning into the Cabral Concept. Before you go, I wanted to ask you this question. What if I could teach you in just a couple of hours how to transform your thyroid, hormones, adrenal, cholesterol, blood pressure, blood sugar, weight loss, energy, mood, brain, pregnancy, anti-aging, or many other health-related issues? After 20 years in private practice, after seeing and overseeing 250,000 client appointments, I sincerely feel I have the real-world data and have found the answer you've been searching for. So what I've done is spent hundreds of hours of my own time refining what you need to know in order to uncover your underlying root cause health issues and then begin to rebalance the body and bring it back to a state of robust health and wellness. I'm going to teach you exactly what I do in my private practice so you can understand how you got here and now what you need to do in order to heal. You'll receive all of the important success checklists, protocols, and even ways to customize it to make the program fit your busy life. And you'll get all of this at a fraction of the price. Let me save you the time, money, energy, stress, and frustration of not knowing what to do next. Instead of reading dozens of books on the topic and seeing multiple practitioners, I will condense everything that you need to know in just a few hours of video tutorials that you can watch and listen to anywhere. Together, we will make this healing process an enjoyable one that you can take with you for the rest of your life. I wish you all of the best of health and happiness, and I hope to be able to guide you on your healing journey through my Health Results Accelerators. Simply choose the health imbalance you're currently suffering from, and by the end of today, you'll know what went wrong and how to get well again. I guarantee it. For details, head over now to stephencabral.com/courses.